think I did it. Fuck me. Ah, I've done it. Ah, I've done it. Oh, don't want to hear myself. There we go. Okay. It's pizza time. We need our flour. We need our yeast. I actually used up all my yeast yesterday, so I got a new bag. Oh, shoot. Okay, I spilled quite a bit of yeast. We got a new tub full of yeast and a big mess. I didn't even use all of it. Gah. Alright, let's move that over here. We got our yeast. Let's get a bowl. And we're gonna weigh this bitch. So, my go-to is 300 grams of flour. I'll just sift it through so it's nice and loose. A little bit more. It inched up. So we're right at 300 grams there, which is perfect. Now we're going to add in 10 grams of dry active yeast. And I really got this thing loaded, so 3, 4. That's good. We'll do just a bit more. Put our yeast away. Now we want some salt. So we're going to do 10 grams of salt. Do I want 10 grams or less? We'll do 7 grams. How about that? And before I mix that, I'm just getting a bowl here. We're going to measure out our liquid. And for liquid, I'm just using almond milk. I like the stuff. But you can use any liquid, really. Ooh, went a bit much. So I'm doing a 2 to 3 ratio, so there's 3 parts flour to 2 parts liquid. So it's 300 grams flour, 200 liquid. And with that, we're taking our oil, just got some olive oil. We're going to do about 10 grams of this. Perfect. Little over, so we went to 11 grams, but is what it is. And you can do any sort of fat, so you could do butter. I've done butter in the past, it's pretty good. I'm throwing that in the microwave for 25 seconds, just so that we can get it not cold, because I did pull all that out of the fridge. Not the oil, but the almond milk I pulled out of the fridge. And if it's too cold, the yeast won't rise. And if it's too hot, it kills the yeast, so don't overheat it. Let's see here. That is good. What I'm doing with this, I'm just going to use a spoon. I'm actually going to grab a bigger spoon. Just because I'll use the same spoon later for spreading the sauce. And I just want to break up this giant thing of oil so it'll spread easier. And distribute itself throughout the dough. That looks good. Test the temperature. There's some kind of cold spots. I might throw this in for another 10 seconds. Alright, that's cooking. Alright, mix it in again. And speaking of mixing in, let's move this over to the side. So we don't need to measure any weights anymore. And just with our hand, just fluff it up. I'm not wanting to compact the flour at all, because if you compacted it, it gets kind of clumpy. It's a little more difficult to distribute the liquid, the oil throughout the dough. We're just going to take our liquid, pour it in. Very nice. Throw that bowl in the sink, and we're going to mix with the spoon. This part, if you do it by hand, it's really sticky. You know, I just had a thought. What if I do something like this? So if we do that, something like this, yo, we can have me and the dough on the screen. Wait, we don't need the starting soon thing. Has that starting soon thing been on there the entire time? That sounds like something I would do. Alright, let's do that. See, I got all my cupboards open because I'm grabbing shit. Alright. Let's do this, do that. Alright. And just making a really shaggy dough. Throw a little bit out, throw it back in. There is no escape. And I'm just making some real shaggy dough, combining stuff together. And now that we have this nice shaggy dough, again, it's not too sticky, not too dry. Very nice. We're going to leave that right there. Get all the little bits of dough that are sticking. That. Oh, yo, Micah's here. Yeah, I guess it's a cooking channel now. Hold up, I think I got my thing all broken. I need to make it so that I can read your messages easier without having to tab over. Hold up. Let's do docs. Custom browser docs. Apply. Yo. But yeah, I'm making pizza. It's good stuff. I made this type of pizza yesterday, so I came prepared. What am I grabbing? Just want to cover that up. Don't want it to dry up too much. We are working with a relatively dry dough, so it's okay if it dries a little bit. And you can see there's a lot of headroom, but it's good. Now here is the kind of boring part where we wait 20 minutes. All right. But do not fear, there is always things to do. Like we got our tomato sauce, pretty much the boring Costco tomato sauce. What we're going to do is we're going to make a very nice sauce to go on this pizza. And what we do, we want our cutting board, we want our knife, and we want a handful of herbs. So we got green onion, Looks like we got curly parsley and cilantro. And I got a jalapeno for later. That'll be a topping. But we're going to be chopping all of this up. We're going to get a healthy amount of cilantro. And you never want to be stingy with herbs. Let's do some parsley. I like parsley, so we're going to do a healthy amount of parsley. And then lots of green onions. That's probably good. Let's see here. Perfect. I may have done too many herbs, but that's okay. I like a lot. And it is good flavor. See here. Perfect. I think my chat is fixed now, so if you ever come back, I may have done way too much cilantro. I can smell it, and it is strong. I generally go heavy on the parsley side, so this one will have a little bit of a different flavor. A little bit of a stronger flavor, rather. I really should get some fresh oregano and thyme. I think that would be a good addition. To my herb collection. Just notice I am almost completely out of frame there. I can also do that, so I'm a little more centered. This is probably good. It's fairly fine. I don't need it to be dust. So, we're going to call that good. We got tomato sauce. I need a decent sized bowl to put that in. I think I got one in the dishwasher here. Alright, we got a bowl, we got our sauce, crack that open. Pour that out. And we're going to take all of our herbs, nice and freshly chopped up, just throw them right in. And that same spoon, we're just going to mix that in. Ooh, baby. And I'm probably only going to use about half of this. And I'll want to use the rest of the sauce probably in the next couple of days, just because you don't want it to go bad. That would be a waste. All right, I forgot, I want a little bit of salt. We're just going to do a little bit of this. And mix that in. Can't quite tell how in focus that is. Just gonna come around, give it a look. There we go. Oh, kick the dog bowl. That'll be a little more in focus. I had it a little bit out of focus before, just because I was playing around with the aperture and the lighting. This is looking pretty good. Alright, so our sauce is done. And we're going to want to throw a lid on it. And since it's going to be a hot minute, I'm going to throw this in the fridge. There we go. I'm going to put my herbs away. Double cam, yo! Yeah, I'm getting shit figured out. Making sauce, making dough, and making camera setups, I guess. Yeah, I had Mike in here a minute ago. He said, hey, and my chat was bugged, so I didn't see him until long after he was gone. It was a sad moment. But that's okay. There we go. And because I'm impatient, I'm not going to wait for this. I'm just going to knead the dough now. This is like pizza week for me. I made 2 pizzas yesterday for a movie night thing that I did. They were pretty good. Honestly, I think it might be easier to knead larger things of dough. both the pizzas I made the dough at the same time, so I did a double batch. It's like 600 grams flour, 400 grams liquid, 15 grams dry active yeast, probably 15 grams of salt again, maybe 20 grams of salt. Yeah, it was good. I watched this movie called Kiki's Delivery Service. It was kind of a slower movie, but it was nice. This is looking good. It's feeling good. Right consistency. Still needs more. Perhaps. Nah. It's still needs more. We're getting close though. I can feel it. Getting more to the right consistency where it's just smooth. No, needs more. Ooh. I should have done pasta tonight. That would have been good. Takes less kneading. Takes a lot of more work in other areas. Still needs a bit longer. There's supposed to be some, like, way to tell when it's kneaded enough, where you're able to stretch the dough and kind of stretch it to the point where it's so thin that it's transparent. I've never done that before, and all my stuff has turned out fine. Bread, pizza dough, rolls. But I'm trying to do it this time, just to see if it makes much, if any, of a difference. But it is a lot of kneading. Or maybe that's what it's supposed to do after it's done rising, in which case I'm just wasting a lot of energy. I'm giving up on it. That is my dough of bread. And we're going to take this, wrap it up. Now I want to wrap it up loose. I don't want to make it super tight. So we want to give this the ability to expand. Now we wait on that for a while. Not the most exciting. Oh, I think my chat is broken again. I want pizza. I really need to visit Italy again, dang. You watched a nice movie today. It's called Police, Not Recognizing It's Actually Me on My ID and Stealing 45 Minutes of My Life. Oh, that's a terrible movie. Don't watch that one. Yeah, let me pop this out so that I can see it. See what you're saying at the same time, because that is kind of annoying. Let's do this, do that. There we go. Now I can see everything at the same time. Oh, you're going to watch the movie again? Is you driving them nice cars and looking like you're 12? I mean, how many bald 12-year-olds do you know? There aren't many. Just the smile face. You know, I laugh, but I have terrible genetics, and all this is gonna go. Not looking forward to that day. Alright, well, what should we do to kill the time? We got 20-25 minutes here. And there's only so much prep you can do with pizza. Most of the toppings are pretty quick. Like, wow, that took long. Got some. I will kill the time by going to sleep. Got to get up very, very soon tomorrow. Oh, go to sleep, man. Yeah, it's late for you. It's 1:20. Get out of here. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hey though. Tells Iris I say ooga booga. Why is he on VR if he's sick? That's a bad move. Gah. Yo, it's Danny. What's going on? Guess I'll cut this up where you can see it. I'm just chopping up olives. Unfortunately, I don't have any mushrooms, so no mushrooms on the pizza today. Doing good. How about yourself? I'm doing well. And Nika, anyway, I'll see you another time. Send me a picture of the masterpiece when you're done. Hell yeah, brother. You have a nice night, man. This one's all messed up. That means I get to eat it. It's just you and me now. Well, Micah was here earlier, and he said, hey, but my chat wasn't working, so I didn't see it until he was gone. It's like, oh. So it is what it is. Yeah, it happens. Apparently a lot today with the chat not working properly. But I got it fixed now, so it's functioning properly for now. That's the big catch. We can see the dough is already starting to poof out a bit. And I even packed this pretty light. It's pretty tight, so I'm just going to loosen it. Give it a little bit of breathing room so that it can continue to expand. We're just going to lift this up, and just very loose. Expand, yes. And what other toppings? Should I do tomato chunks? Oh, we're doing tomato chunks. Every time I cut up tomatoes, I give my dogs a little bit. So, here you go, Doug. Here you go. They're right under my feet all the time. You rise my dough by putting it in a bowl and throwing a wet or warm cloth over the top. That's what I do with my bread, and it works very well. Those are some good tomato chunks. All right. Now, should I do bacon? These are the real questions. Favorite pizza place? I don't have a favorite pizza place. I don't go out to eat that much. But I don't know, there's this there's a local place. At least it was local where I used to live, where it was like Firehouse Pizza or something. I went there once and they made excellent pizza. Yes to bacon. All right. Let's do it. You're gonna have to take my word for it, but I'm just throwing bacon on a pan. Got that going. All right, I'm gonna have a lot of toppings on this. Sounds like Firehouse Subs. Yeah, kind of. I would cook and chop it first. Oh yes, I'm not gonna do entire strips over the top of it. That'd be pretty wild. If you look at this dough, it's getting close. So probably by the time the bacon is done, we'll throw everything on top there. And actually, we can get this out. We'll wait to lay everything out until this bacon's done. I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit. Probably make a bacon wrapped pizza roll another time. That sounds wild. What is a bacon wrapped pizza roll? I'm guessing you just put probably the topping. So in this case, we do olives, tomato, and wrap that in dough, and then wrap the dough in bacon? I used to do something kind of like that with cubed ham. You just take dough, wrap it around the ham. You could do it with chicken, you could do it with beef. And then you'd put a little bit of whatever sauce you have in the cupboard. And that was usually pretty good. Except for barbecue sauce. Not a fan of barbecue sauce. Or maybe it's just the barbecue sauce I used. You're picky with barbecue sauce? Yeah. A lot of them, I don't want my meat to be sweet. I like savory. And so many barbecue sauces, they're just way too sweet for what I'm looking for. They can be good, but I don't enjoy them. You're in between. Certain cuts of meat can be either sweet or savory. Okay, what meat do you like to be sweet? Because I'm kind of the opinion that no meat should be sweet, you know? There's this beef rib cut that your dad did. And he used to make it with brown sugar and maple. Alright. I'd try it. It sounds good. We got this. It was very good. It was a mixture of things, but the main was brown sugar and maple. Ooh, my bacon's popping quite a bit. I think it might be time. It is sizzling. To be fair, that is what we want. Another. Just get off as much of the grease as we can, just so that our pizza isn't dripping later. All right. Oh, it's hot. Imagine that. Ow! We'll throw out the little fattier bits here, because that'll just render into fat and grease as it cooks in the oven. It is right on the edge of crispy and floppy, so it won't, like, look, it'll hold its shape pretty well. Yeah, it's all out of focus. But I like it just on the edge, so it's got a lot of chew. Chewy is, but you don't want it too chewy, you know. So I'm not sure what that is. Let's wipe that up. Just in preparation. It's dough time. It's sticking a little bit. Okay, so you said that you've risen dough before. What is the cool like window test? Okay. I figured it out. So you can tell when it's ready when you can do it after it rises. My big thing was I was trying to do it while I was kneading it and it just wasn't working. You like yours on the crispy side? Yeah, it's good. Honestly, I'll eat bacon any way it's done. You're laughing at me. I'm fighting words. This was way too much oil. Holy shit. Oh no. Those big bottles, they pour it out way too quick. Okay. Let's... Oil them buns. Hell yeah. That looks pretty good. So many jokes you could make here, yeah. Alright, that looks good. Look at that. Still way too much oil, but it might be a good thing because it'll make it real crispy, which we want. My hands are too oily now. Alright, breaking out our sauce. In case you missed it, I make a mean sauce with a ton of herbs. So it's got cilantro, curly parsley, and green onions. I'm knocking things over here. Oil. Sauce. You know what I could do? I could mix some cheese into the sauce. All right, I present to you well, this is more of an accent sauce. And what I have here is Parmesan. And this stuff is the shit. Like, We're gonna do a healthy amount. It is not cheap cheese, but it is very good cheese. So I recommend it. That might be a bit much, but it's good stuff. And we're just gonna mix that in. And that'll help thicken up the sauce a bit, so it'll be less likely to make all the toppings run off. So it's a good wombo combo. And the thing is, you don't have to get the super expensive like Parmigiano Reggiano. And there's also, if you go to the deli, wherever your supermarket is, sometimes, like, a block of Parmesan will last for years. and they have to put expiration dates on them for legal purposes, but the blocks of cheese are still good. So they put them at like a super discount. Like this one, this block is generally like 16 bucks, and I got it for 6 bucks. So yes, it is expensive, but you gotta find it when it's on sale. Hi, Micah. My chat works now, so I can see you. That looks good. All right, looking good. Thanks, man. All right, so what I'm going to do is cheese. I got mozzarella. I did make some bacon. And it's gonna be good. And the thing about the mozzarella, you kind of want to do it in chunks. So what I do is I just slice off a decent chunk and then just tear it off. And doing it in chunks, it creates different areas of like texture, and it's good. I'll do another one. And I'll also sprinkle some on top, so more cheese is usually the best amount of cheese. I think that is good, and it'll melt and kind of spread out, and it's good. Next, we want meat. There's going to be a lot of meat on this pizza, but more specifically, prosciutto. Kind of a long sandwich meat, but it is excellent, and you kind of tear it up. All right, see you soon. And we just tear it up, throw it on there. What have you been up to, Micah? Having a good Wednesday? Hanging out in VR? Hell yeah, man. That's the place to be. And watching me. Well, I hope to be moderately entertaining. Not too much. But moderately. That's our prosciutto. We're going to sprinkle on our bacon. Ooh, or just drop it all in. Wow. You know, I busted out a jalapeno, but I think we're going to have enough toppings on this that we aren't going to need jalapeno. Not tonight. Where do we got a dry bacon spot? Got one here. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Now, let's do a handful of olives. Chunks of tomato. All right. And now we want more mozzarella. And the remaining mozzarella, we're just going to sprinkle on top. And I don't want to be stingy, because more cheese is better cheese. One of these days I should try to learn how to do like a stuffed crust. Very nice. And now we want to put a little bit of oil all along the rim and throw it in the oven. So it gets a little messy here. We just pour some in the palm of my hand. And with my other hand, just dab and brush. Alright, wash the oil off. And we take this bad boy and throw him in the oven. Whew. All right. Now we got about 15 minutes to kill. We'll set it to 13. And then we'll start checking it every minute or so. while we wait for that, I'm going to clean up a little bit of my mess, because it is everywhere. And all this leftover sauce makes excellent dip for tortilla chips. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. So in that sauce, I have green onions, cilantro, and parsley. It's very good. You know what I should play with next time? Is having like some background music or something. That way when I'm doing boring stuff like dishes, at least you got something interesting to listen to. Not too hard to implement. Yeah, but then I have to figure out like all the weird like copyright shit. So I'd have to find something that's copyright free, otherwise it'll mute me or some shit. Alright, let's try not to spray my laptop and camera. There we go. Okay. It might have a free library of music. I haven't looked into it. Frankly, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, and I'm just winging it. Because I felt like sharing my cooking. I'm having fun with it. As long as I'm having fun, yeah. That's the goal anyhow. I got everything ready. Let's see how much longer we got on the timer. Looks like we got 5 minutes left. Then we gotta start checking it. So we got 5 minutes to kill. What's going on with you, homie? You got VR, you got watching me do boring shit. What's going on in life? Your dreams, your aspirations. You know? Nothing much, just going on vacation. Feeling cute, might go to Jamaica, you know? I guess vacation, it's Memorial Day coming up here. Everybody's got the day off. It's nice. Well, most people got the day off. Nowhere near as far as Jamaica. Maybe that's what I gotta do. I should go camping or something. You live in the United States? Yeah. I don't know where in the States. see, I'm very comfortable in my house. I live at home, I work from home, and I barely leave the house except to get more food. When I invite people over, well, that's most of my socializing is inviting people over. And I generally host, make food or something. You're in Missouri. That's right. You've told me that at some point, and I had just forgotten. Hot and humid. Go to the Ozarks, man. That'd be sick. It's pretty there. You did? Yeah, I figured. My memory is not great. Let's do. Hello? Okay, I think you can hear me now. You live close to the Ozarks. Hell yeah. Back in my crazy days of wanting to buy a house, I looked at houses in the Ozarks. Like, how sick would that be to have a house like right around the corner from the lakes? I'm just watching that pizza now. It's getting close, but we probably got another 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah, we got Danny back. Beaver Lake. I'm sure there's a Beaver Lake in every state. I don't know, it was, I don't know, I was looking all over the Ozarks. But it was cool. Oh, we're talking about Mike going on vacation here. He's going somewhere exotic, like the Ozarks. I don't actually know. He didn't mention, but wherever you're going, have fun, homie. Ozark does sound exotic. Except it's in Missouri. Kansas City, hell yeah. You old enough to gamble? That's the real question. To a theme park. Very cool. What theme park do they have in Kansas City? Because there's a lot of gambling in Kansas City. That's why I would go to Kansas City. Just go, burn $100, have a good time. World of Fun theme park. I have never heard of that before. Gotta check on the pizza. So the cheese is around, or browning around the edges. I like to wait until it's browning around the middle. Only $100? Yeah, I'd have to control myself. In other words, I'm not going to gamble to make money. It's, I go and say, this is $100 for my entertainment. I'll make it last as long as I can, and just go and have fun. $1,000. That's a lot of money. Too much money. It would be fun though. Never gambled? You know what? You aren't missing much. You're literally just burning money. Everything is weighted towards the house. Statistically, you will lose. The only clue you need is don't go into it trying to make money. Go into it trying to burn money. And set a budget on how much you're going to burn. That's all the advice I have. Or just don't gamble. That's probably a good one. You're going in it for the pizza? You're going in what? I'm gonna go. That's the show. Well played. Spend $100 on pizza. Hell yeah. No, you're good. It was a good one. Hold up. Checking the pizza. Alright, it is starting to bubble around the middle. Now we just need it to brown, so maybe another minute or two. And I'll get more lemonade. I am addicted to this strawberry lemonade stuff. It's good. Pizza. Yeah, just get it at Costco. Relatively cheap. Chocolate milk is your drink addiction. Oh, chocolate milk or orange juice for me. Yeah. Where did you get it? I got it at Costco. That's where I get most of my food, because you buy it in bulk and it's a little cheaper. But every time you go, it hurts your wallet a bit. Like $250. But it lasts you several weeks, so it's good. Weiss Markets. I have never heard of Weiss Markets. Must be a local thing. Alright, we got another 30 seconds. Then our pizza is done. So I'm actually going to... Oop. Wait, hold up. Yeah, that's good. So we're going to have a thing there. Alright, coming in hot. This is what you've been waiting for. Alright, check that out. We want to slide it off so the bottom stops cooking and doesn't burn. Very nice, very nice. Now that is a pizza. Let me make sure this is in focus for you. Ooh, baby. Look at that pizza pie. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're just going to do the swapsies over to the laptop camera. Ta-da! A pizza pie. I should get a plate. Give me a moment. Hello, hello. Well, if you want to meet my dogs, that's Mojo. Who's a good boy. Oh, he just licked me in the eye. That's Chloe. That's them together, and they're cute. Good enough to eat, that's what I'm hoping for. Oh, there we go. Hi, buddy. Now, we got our strawberry lemonade, we got our pizza, and this is Mojo, who's a good boy. Alright. Oh, stop licking me, Doug. Let's scoop this a bit closer. Yeah, I don't have my apartment isn't big enough to have a dinner table, so we're rocking the couch coffee table. All right, you gotta check it out. It's got just enough crisp on the bottom. I think completely covering that dough with oil was actually a good thing. Like, look at that, and it's crispy. You probably taste as good as that pie. Are you threatening to eat my dog? He is a cutie pie. That's all, folks. Oh, you're saying I probably taste good. I don't know, maybe. Mike over here sliding into my DMs. But yeah, make your own pizza. It's better. Actually, it's been a long time since I've had fast food pizza, so I don't know if it's better. I just really like it. And the prosciutto with the bacon, it's a good combo. I'm a big fan. It might be healthier. I don't use as much oil. I did use a healthy amount of oil. I don't know. But it's not like dripping with grease on top, so. Oh, you heading out, homie? You have a nice night, Micah. Just what they put in the food to keep it good is bad for you. Yeah, all the preservatives. Yeah, you have a nice night, man. I'll probably see you later in VR if you end up getting on there. Thanks, man. I appreciate you joining in to watch some random nerd you barely know make pizza. Okay, well, I'll see you in a bit then. Bonding. Hee hee. But yeah, the pizza is excellent. The way I make the dough, it's really bready, but I like bready pizza, so I don't know how to make it thin crust. I guess I'd have to spread it super thin, but I haven't tried that because I like the bready stuff. But I think I'm probably going to call it quits here. So thin crust can be tricky. Yeah, what's tricky about it? Don't want to burn it. That's the tricky part. And to that I say oil. If it's not drowning in oil, it isn't. You didn't use enough oil. Temperature. Okay. Oil. I really want to get a pizza oven someday, but I can't do it while I'm in an apartment complex. I'm going to have to wait until I get a house sometime in 20 years because the U.S. housing market is terrible. Woo! Right. Monies for housing is too much, yeah. It has too many zeros at the end of every house listed. Way too many zeros. Maybe I'll have to try a thin crust at some point. Or garlic knots, that would be good. But yeah, I'm probably calling this for now. You probably don't want to watch me eat half a pizza. So, thanks for joining me. It was good seeing you. Good hanging with you. You're looking for places and it's either 2,000 safe area or 100 bad. Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, I'll talk to you in a bit. Bye now.